Hi, do you believe in magic? What about miracles? Do you believe in those? What if I told you on a recent internet poll, when asked if you believe in magic, 20% of users said no, 27% of users said not sure, and 53% said yes. Still not convinced? What about miracles? Do you believe in those? When the television show 48 Hours asked if you believe in miracles, only 19 people said no, while the other 78% said yes. The dictionary term for magic is the art of producing a desired effect through the use of incantation or various other techniques that presumably assure human control of supernatural strategies. Agencies. Today I'll be showing you a trick in how to make an illusion look like a miracle. First, let me show you what goes behind the scenes of prepping magic stuff. First of all, performing a magic trick like telling a narrative speech. When you do either, both can be nerve-wracking and stressful, but once it's executed, you get the satisfaction knowing you're able to convince your audience of something new. Inform your audience of something new, whatever. When you're performing a magic trick, you're making people believe that the impossible is happening. The better the story is told, the more convincing it will be. Let me tell you my personal story of using magic. Whenever I perform a magic trick, I always have the fear of messing up in front of a crowd, big or small. Just as you would a speech, the heart starts racing. But as long as you stay calm, no one will notice. When I was in 8th grade, I performed at a talent show. I performed 3 magic tricks. As nerve-wracking as it was, I eventually got through with it because I practiced hard and repetitiously. Alright, now for the magic trick. Here's how, let's call this trick the 4 robbers. So, what we have right now are 4 robbers. The 4 robbers, believe me. Alright, so, as I said before, the trick to putting on a good show is to look like you know what you're doing. Alright, so let me show you the trick of 4 robbers. So, 4 robbers are breaking into a house. So, 4 robbers breaking into a house. Robber 1 goes through the bottom, goes to the back door. Robber 2 goes to the front door. Robber 3 goes through the sliding door. And so that leaves 1 robber on top. So, the first robber says, so the robber on the roof says, when I knock 3 times, come back up. 1, 2, 3. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, so here's how I told you how. So here's the secret of performing the trick. It's as simple as placing 3 cards behind an actual jack and looking for the 3 other ones as if it was inconspicuous. And also storytelling. And when you tell your story, make sure to sound as convincing and like you're telling a narrative, and make it as believable as possible. Alright, so here are a few tips when prepping for magic. Tip 1. Expect to make mistakes during the middle of your performance. Learn to go with it and improvise. Always be sure your audience is directly in front of you. You don't want them on the side, on the left, or the right, because then they might see the bottom of the cards. Also, beware of hecklers and those trying to disprove your trick. There's always going to be that one person who doesn't believe you and wants to disprove you. The best feeling you get is satisfaction of winning over them and them not knowing how you did it. But most importantly, practice, practice, practice. Oh, switch that. Imagine tricks as you would a speech. Some tips help you calm down before performance is taking deep breaths, Stay hydrated. Remember the audience can't see, and also remember the audience can't see how nervous you really are. So, in conclusion, learning the right magic trick can be fun and entertaining in any situation. So, when performing a magic trick, remember that you're trying to convince the audience of a story you're trying to convince the audience a story that's something true. But if there's anything you learn from this, I hope if there's anything I hope you learn from this, it's that there is magic in the world, but sometimes you have to make it yourself.